Hello, it is Friday, May 16th, and I'm just out here checking my bees, making sure everything's good. I want to make sure they've got enough space on them. We should be hitting our honey flow here in the next week or so. I think it's going to get pushed back just a little bit because we're going to have some cold weather. We've actually had some cold windy weather the last couple of days. It was 34 at my house this morning, and I think we were hitting 80 a week ago. And we're going to go back into the 50s for highs for a day or two, and then I think we're going to get hot. And once that happens, I think our nectar flow is going to kick in. We've got some clover starting to bloom, and the first crop of alfalfa is getting close, so it's not going to be too long before we start really seeing some nectar flow. I've already added some boxes to some of my hives in anticipation, hoping that they would build out a little comb. I've got a ton of comb I need to get built out this year. That's going to cut into my honey harvest a bit, but no comb, no honey either. So you got to have comb to store honey in. So it is what it is. But I'm just out checking hives today and making sure everything's okay. I am going to get into this one hive right here in this yard. If you remember, that was a hive that the queen coming out of winter went drone layer on me. And so I pinched the queen, and a few days later I dropped in a new mated queen from this year that I'd picked up, and I'm going to get into them. I think she's in there laying, but I'm going to get into them, see how well she's doing now. She's had a good month to be in there and doing her thing. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but we'll get into that one and see how well she's doing. But other than that, just check hives real quick, make sure they've got space, make sure the queens are okay, make sure nobody's wanting to swarm on me. I don't see too much of that tendency, and I think that's just because I raise summer queens, and these queens, most of these queens, are less than a year old. They were raised in July. This is their first real spring, and the tendency is not there to swarm. That doesn't mean they won't, doesn't mean they can't, but the tendency is not there. So hopefully nobody's deciding they want to swarm, and we'll just hurry and do a quick check on these, make sure everybody's good. Okay, I'm going to do this hive that was the drone layer first, just because I'm curious. Okay, these top two boxes, there shouldn't be too much really going on in here. There's going to be some bees up here, but yeah, I've got a few bees up here, but really I don't expect too much to be going on up here in this first one. So I'm going to just pull it off. I've already got a queen excluder on. I already know where my queen's at, so I can move pretty quick here. This box has got 2 frames of drawn comb, and the rest are undrawn comb. I don't know that they've really had enough nectar flow to really get going on them. They're starting to crawl on them, but they're not really doing anything yet, so I'm hoping that they'll hurry and get that going. All right, let's see what we've got going here. I am going to pull out the frame feeder and swap it with one that I've washed and cleaned. These can get kind of moldy and gross, and if I can get it out, got it propolised down pretty good. There we go. Let's see what this queen's doing here. Let's maybe put you on this other side. My tripod just broke. Well, my tripod all broke, so we're gonna have to, may not be able to film too much today, but okay, there's quite a bit of nectar and pollen on that frame. Nectar and pollen on that side. Let's see what she's got going here. A lot of capped brood there, a lot of capped brood there. Hard to tell the pattern. It looks pretty good. There's so much other stuff covering cells. Plenty of pollen here. I've got emerging brood on this frame. No lack of pollen, that's for sure. Haven't seen the queen yet. She's really just filled in every cell in here though. Not a spectacular brood pattern, but not bad. There's the queen. She's doing her thing. Brood looks good. I'm not seeing, I've got a queen cup here, but it's empty. There's nothing in it. And that's just normal. So this is a first year queen. She's unlikely to want to swarm. She should just build right up, and this hive's ready to go for the honey flow if we get it. Another frame of capped brood. So she's got easily 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames of brood in this box. And I'm not even going to go down into the bottom box. I don't really need to. This hive's off and running. She's doing well. Nothing wrong there. And hopefully she'll make me some honey. So I think this hive's going to be just fine. Not worried about swarming on it. They're off and going. We just need some honey. It's split right here. And all of the back up under here, it's all split out. Looks like my tripod's done. I'm gonna have to find another one. We'll use it as long as we can use it. Let's go to this hive over here. We've got lots of bees up here. Oh yeah, this box is still got quite a few bees in it. Oh, it's still heavy. Oh look, these bees they're all over these frames. Hopefully that means they're drawing them out. Let's see if we can pull one up. Take a quick peek. This will be the one they'll draw first. Oh, yep. I've got, hard to tell, new comb, but on that yellow foundation, but this is all new comb. So these ladies have started exactly what I want. Get them going. Wonder if they've done this other side too. I bet they have, for as many bees there is on it. Oh yeah, they're starting to draw this side out as well, and some on this side. And they're all over on the next frame, and on the next frame. That's what I'd like to see. Those frames all drawn out. It's a little cool to be working bees today, but it's not too bad. We're probably low to mid 60s. I'll take a quick peek here and see if this hive's, I can already tell this hive's ready to go. Cap brood, I've got some drone brood on the bottom. I really don't need to check this hive. I already know what's going on here. Here's my queen. So she's last year's queen, and she's got both sides of this is larvae. I don't know if you can see. Where'd she go? All right. If you want to see how well she's doing, let's pull this next frame. She's doing just fine. I've got a good frame of capped brood that's about ready to come off. So I don't really need to check this hive anymore. She's fine. They've got enough room. All right, let's check this little hive right here. This hive was not doing so well, so I pushed them down to one box. And I put a blue shop towel on with some essential oils. And I can't even smell the essential oils on that anymore. That's empty. Empty. This hive needs some food. I might have to go steal a frame of honey. Got some spotty abandoned brood over there. I do have some larvae down in here, but just a little bit. Combine it with something else. This hive's just isn't going to make honey this year. There's my queen. She's there, and I can see eggs, but this hive's just not going to do much this year. I don't have any capped brood in here whatsoever that's even viable. Just nothing. Yeah, there's no viable capped brood in here. I don't see any chalk brood mummies on the bottom board, but this hive just is not doing well. It needs some food, it needs some pollen, it needs some sugar. We'll just combine it with something else and move on. The way it is with bees, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. Well, there's probably not tons to see from the rest of this. The rest of those three and these are pretty much all the same boat. Some of them will be building comb, some of them won't. But the rest of them should all be about the same pace and same state at this point. So probably not much to see. If I find something, I'll turn the camera back on.